You got to deal with the here and now.
Here and now, you're killing your own people and thus
That
defeating your
doesn't
own
matter
purpose.
either, Lessons.
It does matter.
The problem is, Lessons, you're going to be out here like trying to philosophize with people like, oh, we can't do this. This is wrong morally and ethically. Bah, shot in the head. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. As we all remember what happened last episode. Which reminded Lessons.
We're in the final stretch. War between, again, the Earth and the colonies, with Trace on one side and Sex on the other, and the Gundam pilot saying, yeah, we're going to take on everybody, basically. We're going to fight everybody because this is dumb. And
well, I mean, we got, Dorothy up on Space Station.
Yeah.
Space Battleship. Libra? Well,
yeah,
because they just let her in. But the element that also Zex hasn't really given his reasons for what he's actually doing. Like, he's given a reason.
Yeah.
It's not an understandable reason.
Yeah, none of the reasons that are given here are understandable.
Well, I mean, I think there's a bar here, and that bar is you finding stuff understandable here at the top of the camera. You finding stuff understandable, me finding stuff understandable, and then Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
But we all know from all the other reactions we have that I can reason shit out to a talking to people on the street level. You require a UN level of understanding. But still, my argument has been that this is not the Zex of the Knight of Long Knives, which is ironic given the fact that I'm using that name, but that is the reasonable Zex of I'm trying to give freedom back to the countries that was taken away from them by the Earth Sphere Alliance, giving them the option that they didn't have. And, he was just being used back then anyway, given the fact that it was then Oz that was taking over everything, and then Roman Filler that was taking over everything. But that was his personal motive towards doing everything. And now it's destroy everything out of nowhere.
I mean, again, a lot of this stuff could have been solved with 5 seconds of oh my god, I failed. My kingdom, I tried to have a kingdom back, but it got destroyed. What do I do now? I'm supposed to, because they fill the explanation with what I could call empty philosophical talk. Oh, it is a warrior's way, and this is how real Gundam pilots fly. And this is that doesn't, I guess, but it is words. You're saying stuff, but it's it feels more like, well, we got X amount of episodes to go and we need more fights. So, hey, Wu Fei, you've been the shithead throughout the series. Why don't you just keep killing more people until we tell you to stop? Okay. Because, the colony that trained you blew themselves up. Even though he never says, oh my God, I got to avenge these people who were forced to blow themselves up, right? No, it's like, well, I'm just going to do whatever I want because, you got to follow your heart or whatever. It's like, you have a reason. There's a reason right there. 5 seconds ago, you were giving a pretty straightforward, down-to-earth reason why you should be doing any of this, right? If it was just a roaring rampant as revenge, I would understand, right? At
some point.
Yeah.
Like Wu Fei at the beginning, remember? His Gundam is named after his dead wife. He's had reasons, and then he met up with the guerrillas who re-gave him a reason, and then he wandered off the screen for a long time. This show is like the opposite of so many of the other Gundam shows that we've watched that got cut at a certain point. Right? Yeah. I don't know. We had a big old plan, but then they cut it, and then we had to rush to the end. This one's we had 49 episodes, and we didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah. Yes, we had to fill in the blanks.
We had a show that was 12 episodes long, and then we redid it 3 times in a row because they gave us too much show.
It's we talked about other Gundam shows where even the reasons are silly, but at least you can go yeah, this guy believes he can make a better world. I don't follow his logic, but I can understand he has a clear goal from the get-go, and everything he's done is about that. I may not agree. I may even think that ultimately might be illogical, but I can understand where they're coming from. This other person doesn't want to kill people because, they've seen the worst of humanity and even participating in essentially killing other kids, right? He didn't want to do it. So I can understand why they're not trying to avoid it at all costs here, even if sometimes it backfires. But I understand that, right? Yeah, the kid who has been left to carry the shoulders of the lives of an entire ship, as a teenager, right? Because he decided to have a moment of being a hero for a short moment, and now he's stuck with his job. He's acting a little erratic, but eventually they come around like, yeah, no, this is my crew. This is the people I'm going to help, and I'm going to do it, right? They have arcs. Yeah, sometimes they do stuff that you're like, that's kind of dumb, but, it's still within some parameters. But he was like, no, because humanity has to fight. Okay, but you're a political leader. Why are you fighting? I understand that you can say the philosophy, generally speaking, people are, willing to kill each other. But you either have a solution to that, or you want to start like a global massacre. Work with me here, just give me something. The only people that had like straightforward solutions, like I want total pacifism, which is dumb, but at least it's like no weapons, no problems. Okay, I can understand that in very basic level. Very childish view of the world, but okay, it's understandable. And I'm going to put this person in charge because I want to be the power behind the throne. I want to rule the world. That's what I've been working on since the very beginning. Okay, I understand that. Those people got taken out, and now we have a psychotic girl who just wants to see slaughter, a guy who says, well, I'm going to end all wars by having more war. And then the guy who lost all reasons to fight is like, well, now I have a reason to fight, which is
I mean, I
because
disagree with
people
your
fight.
characterizations of these people. One, Dorothy's not in charge of anything, so I don't think putting her in the lineup at all makes any sense. And she's
No,
not
but I mean, she's
psychotic.
still
She's just
in.
like, I would say almost an adrenaline junkie. It's like no different than going down to the demolition derby. She's like, I wish the world was a demolition derby.
Yeah, but
Trace does not say I'm going to end all wars by having
it's
a
that
war.
sex. Sex is the one who says wants to end all
Well,
war
because your
by
description of it
destroying
sounded
them.
like you were talking about Trace. It's like Trace never
Yeah.
wanted to end all wars. He just says war is
No, he just
regrettable.
won't.
War is
Yeah.
regrettable, but it's necessary. Trace is your
Yeah.
necessary evil guy.
Mhm. But still doesn't seem to have any endpoint other than, is he trying to manage the conflicts?
Well, I
Does he
mean, his
manage to end
endpoint
them?
was retirement, technically. And
Yeah, but
I come out of retirement to kick your ass, best friend.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, the element that you're, I guess I disagree with your assertion to what Zex is up to. I'm going to end all wars, but with starting war. Only from the element that I have no idea what the fuck Zex is up to.
Well, that's what he said. I'm going by what he said.
Well, no, he said that Earth is the source of all suffering or strife or whatever. And to remove that, we need to remove the Earth. Right. That's not, we're going to bring an end to all wars. That's just that's the source of our problems. We're going to get rid of the source of our problems.
Well, he does, is that he's going to wage a war to win a war. He literally says that. So it's like,
yeah, that's just the element he's going to destroy the Earth. That's just that.
Yeah, I think that, it's like, this is wrong. Endless suffering and murder. Okay. How are we going to fix that? Well, with a lot more murder, of course.
I'm just saying it's hyperbole.
True,
if I
but
said
at the end,
we're going to start a war to end all wars, you might think this war is going to be awesome. Just because that's hyperbole. That's the way you use the thing. We're going to make a movie to end all movies.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
the reasoning behind why Zex is doing anything isn't there. So I can't take any word that he says about why he's doing a thing as meaning anything.
Unless it's actually the vengeance of the giant robots who are, their respective computer systems are taking over their brains and telling them what to do. Which seems to be what Hero said. Oh, Epyon told you to do this, and that's what you chose, and basically Zero told me to do this, so this is what I chose.
Well, the future that they chose. That was like the last thing we left off on. I don't know. I literally
but we didn't see the other We don't see the other futures. We
I
don't
had a
know
video in my
what
lineup
choice.
recommendations from YouTube saying the true horror of Epyon or something like that. And I didn't watch it because obviously I don't want to, what little spoilers the show can still have for me. I don't want to be reminded of a thing I'd have forgotten, because that's the best case scenario, to be heading into the last few episodes and have forgotten something to be surprised for.
These people had reasons, and now they don't really.
Well, I mean, Zex is just the worst case of that, to have gone completely against everything he said.
Which in any other show, well, one show at least that I know of, if you write it well, it's awesome. There's so many missing puzzle pieces here that I'm like, I can see the picture, somewhat, but
I can't. Again,
there's
it's
a
like
couple of
somebody
pictures.
it's like somebody fell down the stairs while holding the box of puzzle pieces, and it opened up along
Yeah.
the way. And then they had their kids, who didn't really care about it, go to pick up the pieces. And then one of the kids' hands were covered with shit, so they just smeared shit all around the inside of the box and didn't find all the pieces. And now I'm sitting here, didn't get to put the puzzle together myself either. Somebody else put the puzzle together, but didn't clean off the shit smear. So now I'm looking at like a half put together puzzle covered in shit. Like, what was this supposed to be? God, this stinks.
Yeah, whatever it is, it smells like shit.
Looks like shit too.
Yeah.
That's probably
Somebody
the best
give me a shovel.
analogy I can have for what's going on with Gundam Wing.
Either give me a shovel or a pressure hose, because I'm getting rid of this shit. I ain't touching it.
Well, hopefully when we get to Gundam 00, you'll see this, the same way that Gundam Seed was the reimagining of the OG Gundam, very specifically Mobile Suit Gundam, and I guess Zeta Gundam, because I keep seeing elements of Zeta that remind me of Gundam Seed stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously Gundam Seed's not a reimagining of all of Universal Century. That would be fucking insane.
Yeah, no, that would be a bit too much.
Yeah, so in that way, Gundam 00 is a reimagining of Gundam Wing, just updated both in writing and animation.
I'm looking forward to it. Why now my brain go like that?
So I started recording that way. So
yeah.
Anything else?
Not really.
All right, well, let's go ahead and hop on into it then.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Asian Media War. What started it all? Such a cool concept if you think about it. I mean, I always said that Wing
apologies to you guys in the audience who might not have heard me sound for a minute there.
Sorry.
No, I forgot to turn the audio to speaker, so it wasn't recording anything. But then again, I mute this side for the YouTube. So Patreon users, I apologize for not hearing the opening for a bit. Continue.
Because I would say, like I said, Wing is one of those. Wing and what's the other one? The one where there was a global tournament.
Literally one letter. You're trying to remember one letter.
Not G. It's Gundam. Is it G though? No.
Well, I mean, the one thing you've determined so far that it's not G.
Yeah, there's a lot of letters, and that's not it. But they're both leaning on the
thoughts out there. You can't leave us hanging with no sound.
It really leans on the super robot aspect of it. No, brain is going, fuck you. No.
All right, well, the irony here is at the very end of the opening, it is G Gundam.
No, not the thing that I said it was, but it was the thing I said it wasn't.
No, you mean it's not the thing that you said it wasn't?
Yes. So is G Gundam just Gundam?
I don't know. Well, no, because remember the Gundam in G Gundam is God Gundam.
Yeah, it's God Gundam, yeah.
renamed to Burning Gundam or Shining Gundam in English.
Shining Gundam, I think. Yeah. That really lean on the super robot aspect. Well, I guess they're all super robots because they're unique robots.
Oh no, it's the one I'm most excited to watch here on the channel eventually, but I understand that people like 00 the most, and the people after that will probably like Iron Blooded Orphans the most. So, not the thing I want to watch, but we'll get there. One of these people is from Hawaii. One of these people is from Texas.
Yeah. It's interesting. Oh, it's a shuttle coming from behind. They wouldn't attack us before, or they could get inside the ship and blow it from the inside. You know, that would work. You know. Hey, girl, are you teleporting tonight?
I was gonna make a joke about it, but I thought that'd be stupid, and then you went there.
Yeah. Ooh, hey. Ooh, hey.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay forever. But one thing I thought that was a knee.
Yeah,
There
same.
was a
I was about to say
right? Yeah, like what?
Sally Poe's head
her
looks like a
hair.
leg.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, who the hell is laid up over here?
Yeah.
So, remember, I believe Sally Poe isn't a fucking adult.
Yes.
9 is the same age as everybody else, confusingly.
He's like 19, right? No.
Remember when I
18?
said there's like only 2 adults in the Sen Kingdom?
Yeah.
And that was,
what's his name? The butler.
yeah, it's something demonic.
Yeah. No. Pawn? No.
Pagan.
Pagan. Yeah.
Pagan
Not
and
demonic, he's just
Noin, and it
pagan.
turns out that Noin is like the same age that Relina is. And it's like, oh, shit.
So have we. Well, that's. Hey, I'll say that you're the most grounded character of the lot. You know, like, yeah. Yes, you're the one. I feel they did stick. They have stuck with his change of personality.
But he still has partial amnesia.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the actual enemy.
Well, those are Tauruses, so they've got to be...
White Fang?
No, because White Fang has been using the final parts from the moon base, so White Fang has been using the most up-to-date mobile suits. I would say Oz. It has to be Oz.
I don't know if there will be a next performance.
See?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is that's how they defined how we're going to visually show you the difference between the two sides. They've literally never had anywhere to hide. Because this plan worked before against the Gundam pilots.
No, I have to take responsibility for their own actions, you know. Also, how many few people are in that colony that they could all get them into a single square?
Well, I think that's
Like,
just
they're
everybody that was in the square.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so that you don't have to negotiate with terrorists ever again. And not for nothing, it'd be for the common good of everybody in space.
What, these people be sacrificed?
Yeah. With one thing, that's all the Oz soldiers in one spot. You get rid of them, Oz is no longer a problem in space. And it sends a message to anyone who would try this ever again. I also had a uniform made. Like it wasn't there before. Yeah, no shit. Were you not concerned when we were going to destroy the entire Earth, but you're fine? Like...
Really, though?
Eh.
I mean, you're the one pulling the trigger and killing them. It's like, oh, yes, and we nobly sacrifice them with our own guns.
Yeah, no, I mean, it would be a sacrifice still, though. They're your side, so when you eliminate your own people, it's a sacrifice.
No, that actually tends to backfire.
No, it doesn't matter, though.
It does.
It doesn't matter, though. Legitimately, we're talking about what future generations will say about this event. So, what future generations say doesn't matter. You gotta deal with the here and now.
The here and now, you're killing your own people and thus defeating your own purpose.
That doesn't matter either, Lessons.
It does matter.
You know, the problem is, Lessons, you're gonna be out here like trying to philosophize with people like, oh, we can't do this, this is wrong, morally and ethically, bah, shot in the head.
Oh, self-defeating.
Say what?
It's self-defeating.
It's not,
because
though.
You're going to...
Literally, because the people that you're going to offend are literally the ones who aren't fighting. The whole point is that the colonies have no force to do anything with. White Fang represents all of their force. So, if you piss off all the colonies trying to do this thing for them, they have no recourse. It's not self-defeating.
Oh,
literally, the entire military force of the colonies you're using. And, not for nothing, they're the ones pulling the trigger when you tell them to.
I mean, the other colonies are supposed to be armed.
No, they're self-defense armed. Like, they've got the things that are on the outside of the station. They don't have, like, the mobile suit forces or anything. You've got all the mobile suit forces for the colonies. That was the whole point of, yeah, what's his name? Hawaiian shirt guy. Of the 5 different factions. And it included the colonies as a faction, even though they don't have any power to do anything. Yeah, you remember when you threw him under the bus to go ahead and get killed by Oz as a way of keeping your country safe? I'm sure he won't remember that at all. That's not my brother. I'd ask you who the fuck laid out this city, but I've seen plenty of German cities that look like that, so... Maybe that is everybody. The inclusion of trucks and everything makes me think that they put everybody here. So it's just the idea that they can't destroy it if I destroy it first. Or I guess if you rush in and destroy all the Oz forces, they'll have no reason to destroy it. Or he's just trying to rescue Catherine because he saw her on the camera.
Yeah. That's basically it.
外はどうなってんだ。衛星は破られたみたいだ。ガンダムに。
ガンダム。
奴らどうしたってんだ。
Through the helmets.
でももういい加減にしてほしい。みんな幸せに暮らしたいだけなのに。
貴様、何を話している。黙れと言ったはずだ。
聞いてられないって言ったの。あんたたちの強がりは。
何。
And it's still more reasonable than I expected them to be.
キャスリン。おとなしく言うことを聞くんだ。
団長。こんなの間違ってる。力で全てを従わせようなんて。
そうだ。
It's the one method that they've controlled everybody with the entire fucking show.
が分かっていて、誰も正そうとはしない。
Or I should say all year, because it's still within 1 year.
だがあいつは違う。トロワは自分の命をかけて正しい道を見つけようとしている。でなければ危険なガンダムのパイロットなどできはせんはずだ。
So my worry is that you all stood up and said, we're not afraid of you guys anymore. They'd all start kneecapping people. I don't have to kill you. I don't have to be so inhumane as to kill all of you right now. But I can show the rest of you that you're still something you should be worried about.
ならばこのコロニーを見捨てるということだな。後悔しろ。これが貴様らのやったことの回答だ。
What were you aiming at? Was he about to open fire on the colony himself?
No, I mean, he attacked from an angle, so I don't think it hit the colony.
No. I'm saying he's like, I'm gonna get revenge on you, and he's aiming down, and then the thing shoots him from behind, which means the Gundam was behind him. So what the fuck was he aiming at?
It was aiming at the colony.
That's what I just said. You said no.
No, I thought you were saying that Troll was aiming at the colony. Like, no.
No, that guy. It's also kind of funny. It's the guy with amnesia in the wing system, affecting the wing system. Why not?
Because if he would have shot that time, he would have hit the colony.
No, he did shoot that time. That was real. That wasn't
No, that-
imagined.
君じゃないか。その君が同じことを繰り返すの。
Well, I love this.
ゼロのシステムに惑わされないで。
Your internet lag is won me the argument. Well, I imagine you said something, but you literally said no, and then frozen. You only just came back. You've been frozen the entire time. You were saying whatever you said.
守りたい。
Wow, that flashback scene was completely. These are the lowest quality flashbacks I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're pixelated, for God's sakes.
トロワ、トロワ、大丈夫なのか。
We've got to release this episode today. Do you have anything? Oh God, I've got the stills from.
そうだったな。
Yeah.
カトル。俺たちには守りたいもの
Also, isn't this rich?
だったんだな。
Who's the original one who went crazy and destroyed a couple of colonies in that thing?
記憶が。
I
Quatra.
mean, he's the one who learned the lesson the first. That, he has to be, that vengeance Does more damage than good, right?
No, I'm just saying who went crazy because of the Wing Zero system first and destroyed a bunch of colonies. Quattro.
One colony.
I like that's the measure that you want to be right.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't matter how many colonies really he destroyed. Hey, it's one colony, man. You're arguing that it's fine he
what's going
destroyed
on
one
here?
colony when I was like, oh yeah, White Fang should destroy this colony. So,
I'm not saying that he was right that he did.
well, it's the argument you decided to throw in here for some reason. It's like, isn't that rich? Quattro destroyed a colony for this, and he's now talking to Troa about it. This is one colony.
Is it?
Because when I think stealth Gundams, I think Death Sight.
No.
四方エネルギーチャージ完了。いつでも発射できます。待ってください。一時方向に民間シャトルが接近中。何？
Why would I care?
リリーナです。やはりいらしたのね。
The idea is that we're going to shoot down a colony filled with civilians, and you're like, wait, there's one civilian out there.
私はあなたが間違っていると思います。
引け、リリーナ。
And the Gundams will rectify you of your
リーブラ
mistakes.
の手法はお前のシャトルなど障害にもならん。無駄死にになるだけだ。
無駄死にでも構いません。でもこれだけは言わせていただきます。巨大な武力を振りかざし、人々を支配するなんて、ピースクラフトを名乗る者として恥ずかしくないのですか？
言いたいことはそれだけか。
お兄様。
手法発射。カウントダウンを開始し。
To be fair, she just speaks a lot of bullshit all the time. This is probably the best response you can give to a speech in Gundam Wing. Ignore it and continue on.
なんだと？リーブラの手法の狙いは最初からそのコロニーではなかった。何？じゃあどこ？まさか。
The Earth?
手法発射10秒前。
They wouldn't just be firing at Relina.
どうしてもコロニーを攻撃するおつもりですか？こんなこと神様がお許しになるはずがありません。お兄様。
I don't think he cares.
I'll take
Never
our
been
God when I
particularly
get to that
religious.
stage.
冷めているさ。3、2、1、0。
お兄様。
手法発射。
Well, it didn't take him a lot to dodge, did it?
外した。威嚇だったのか。
いや、そうじゃない。リーブラの狙いは地球だ。
Anywhere specific? Random mountain, why not?
Up those words in particular.
It's the bird that Trey's missed a long time ago.
Oh.
You've been living on borrowed time, bird. No, I mean, it would make more sense, like, if he had shot the cannon at Trace's mansion from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Not where Trace actually is, but its representation. Or the Romefeller location that we've seen a bunch of times.
ついにやりやがったぜ。
やはり僕たちは無力なのか。
かもしれん。
I mean, he took out Barge. I think he can take out Space Battleship Libra.
Well, technically, it was what was his name? It was
Zex.
Sex. No, Sex. Who
It
took out
was
Barge?
Zex. I'm
No, it
just saying
wasn't
that,
him.
that what Zex did, they could do.
こんな悲惨な戦争を許さないで。そしてどうか平和な世界を作って。
Oh,
すごいわ。この攻撃で人々は私たちの力に触れ合
You didn't hit a target of any value, unless that was like NORAD or something.
テストではない。
Cheyenne Mountain.
トレーズへの挑戦状だ。
はい、もちろんです。
手法制御回線がオーバーロードした模様。現在対処中です。 急いでくれ。敵はすぐに来る。敵と言いますと、この宇宙で最も厄介で恐るべき敵。
Ticks.
ガンダムだ。
Ah, so close. Wood lice. They get everywhere and they ruin everything.
Yeah. Bed bugs.
Oh yeah, impossible to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's something that happened. I mean, it was a
Relatively pointless.
yeah.
Well, the element is that I would have understood if he had taken out that colony. Obviously, I was arguing it the whole time. Eliminates your enemy in space in one go, and ultimately, you don't actually care what the civilians of the space think about you. You are a force for their own good, opposite of them. Your power doesn't depend on them. You operate on their behest without their acknowledgement.
Well, no, your power depends on White Fang remaining loyal to you. If they don't, if
and they're the ones pulling the trigger. Ultimately, in that aspect, you kind of make them loyal to you forever.
Yeah.
We're all hanging for this methodology. You've made them do it. It's like that. Well, I'll get to it after because we're about to get to the next time on.
エピオンのシステムを応用した戦術プログラムが開発された。そのシステムを搭載したモビルドールは迎撃に出たデュオたちを危機に陥れる。ヒーローは焦燥するカトルにゼロシステムに乗りこなすことで作戦の指揮を取り、宇宙に対する償いをしろと要求するのであった。新機動戦機ガンダムウィング第44話出撃 G チーム。
Good job, Duo, picking your
I guess
own
a
nose.
zero is the thing that it's going to upgrade all of them. I guess that's what it does.
I don't know.
Mm.
Just the element that Quattros really should have gotten over that a long time ago, and that's what he should have That's what he should be bringing now, and not like getting over it now. Here on the precipice of stuff. Shit. What was I about to say? Oh, it's like that thing where you see in like war movies where the soldiers have to do something horrible together, and it kind of like forges that bond that a horrible thing that we all did that we can never forget, that makes us separate from everyone else. That would be what was going on there. Because again, Zex is just telling them to do a thing. They brought him in. He's an outside force already. And I say destroy that colony. I'm not even getting up from the chair. If you guys decide not to do it, what am I going to do? Right? I'm a good Gundam pilot. I'm just a dude, though. I'm not like a new type or a coordinator or any shit from any other Gundam universe.
Yeah.
You decide to say no. Good job, guys. You had morals. You chose not to do what I said. At the same time, you pulled the trigger. That's a whole... How many people is required to fire that thing, to aim that thing? Everything that would require to destroy that colony. You're all culpable for that. Including everyone who didn't raise a voice to say not to do it. Which, to be fair, their former leader did. Quinns.
Yeah.
But Quinns didn't order people to stop. He just turns, what are we doing? So, yeah. Like I said, they don't answer to the colonies because they're technically an independent force of colonists that have taken all of the military equipment and steps to do all this stuff. So, at the end of the day, if the colonies didn't... well, I don't know. I would say more like guerrillas.
I mean, in theory, the colonies do have the resources to build their own mobile suits that just apparently didn't.
Well, we've set that up a long time ago. That Oz, when he took over the colonies, or not technically took over the colonies voted to be part of Oz, had them developing weapons. But then, so presumably, they sent them to Oz, and then sending them to Oz is when White Fang would have taken all of that stuff in space, and that's where their stuff comes from.
But we never saw that, so the actual...
Well, no, we saw it sort of. Like, the shorthand of that is when White Fang took
the
Libra.
Base, yeah. Libra
and the moon. Base. Yeah, because that's where their stuff comes from.
Which got blown up, so... Because Wu Fei destroyed it, so...
So, yeah, I mean, in the long run, I say it doesn't matter. if they had destroyed the colony or not.
I
The
don't know,
same way that
I
in the long run, when Wu Fei's trainers and everything blew themselves up in their own colony, didn't really matter in the long run. One, what to do at most motivates Wu Fei. God, he won't stop talking about it, won't he? Huh? Going around telling people about this colony, how it got blown up. All the people in the news talking about that colony that killed itself. No one fucking
in
talks
another
about
show should have happened, but in this show,
Well, we can't
no, it
regard
doesn't
what
matter.
another show might do. We have to regard what this
Yeah.
show does, which
And
is
this
to
show
say,
doesn't care.
what, 3 colonies have been destroyed now?
At least 2 colonies have been
Yeah, sorry, I'm
destroyed.
regarding in my hypothetical if this one had been destroyed.
Yeah.
No one talks about those colonies either. We don't even talk about that time Oz pointed all of its space weaponry at all the colonies to threaten them to make the Gundam stand down.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about that stuff anymore. Literally,
Apparently.
a colony filled with, I would assume, to be millions of people, or 100.
Yeah.
If this is to be believed. Nobody
Yeah.
fucking cares. It's like, I don't know, hearing on the news there was an earthquake and a mudslide took out half of a town halfway across the world from you. It's like, oh, that's bad. Move on with my day, forget that even happened. It's the reality of life.
On the planet Earth.
Well, I mean, unless you're like someone who can like hop in a plane and organize like a humanitarian response or something, which I would say 99.9% of us on the planet can't do.
True.
Then it doesn't really matter what human suffering is going on across the world. It doesn't matter how human suffering is happening the next city over for most people. Things you can't affect. No reason to weigh your conscience down with.
So yeah, this episode. What you do about nothing. I suppose now, I guess, they let Relina board the Libra, or did she just go somewhere else?
I mean, I honestly don't remember. We saw her
Yeah.
boarding the Libra.
No, she was just floating in space. She
No,
dodged
her shuttle
shot.
went into it.
No, I didn't remember that part.
I could have sworn I just literally saw her shuttle going into the Libra at the end of the episode.
I have to check, but yeah, no.
Well, you don't have to check. We're recording 2 episodes back to back. I'm sure the next episode will handle it.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, with all that said, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?